darling session. Welcome back to DanceSesh. As I already explained in the previous week's video, I'm recording these sessions in a batch because I'm busy with other work. Yay! And I'm treating it like it's work. It's all self-directed, but it's like work. So I have to manage my time very, very wisely. So I say all of that to say I'm wearing the same uniform for the next few sessions. I do love you. We're going to be doing something this week that we're going to be doing a dance this week that is one of the first ways of dancing that my mother taught me how to dance, taught me how to do. And it's when I selected it. So during the week last week, I was really busy and unable to record a session. And I sat down and wrote like a dream list of dances I wanted to do with you. And I was on YouTube looking at videos, and this next section of dances came up, and I was like, oh, my mommy told me how to do that, but she never told me that that's what it was called. And then it led to a conversation in my head about, I wonder if she knew that that's what they were called, if she's just moving her body, you know, because that's what we do as human beings. We just instinctively do something, and then we realize actually there's a whole kind of section of humanity in another part of the world, thank you internet, that do the same thing, and it's called something, and we're not alone, and we're not weird. In fact, we are wonderful. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. Realization. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are not perfect. Perfection is not something that you can attain. You are human, and you are fearfully and wonderfully made. So, in our searching and our understanding of ourselves and living, if you're constantly uncomfortable and constantly learning, you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be constantly discovering something that you didn't know before. And every now and then, finding it uncomfortable to learn and understand the thing, because you're working new muscles and you're learning something new. That is how we're supposed to be, because human beings were created to create, to learn, to grow. So feeling completely stretched constantly, not stretched as in at the end of your tether, because no, but stretched as in my mind is constantly growing and learning. That's a desirable space to be. We have been taught that sameness equals stability, equals desirability, but no one is exactly the same as the next person. And if anyone is trying to make others exactly the same as them, that is unkind and unsafe and inhuman. We are all individuals who live together collectively as groups, and who should be human beings that other human beings are safe around. And celebrating just how different we are from each other. Always. Always. And if somebody tells you otherwise, it's because they're different from me. Now listen. I will, honestly. But you must never feel bad about being different. You must never. You must feel good. And you must feel loved. Because God took time out to make you different. That means you matter. So may God bless you. May He keep you. May he make his face to shine on you and be gracious towards you. May he turn his countenance, his full being towards you and give you peace. I love you very much. Let's dance. So, this week we are doing the Tsakan dance from the Nupe people. Like I said, alluded to, my mother told me to do a version of this. I'm not sure if she knew of the Tsakan, of the Nupe people, or if it was just how she discovered she could move her body, and she wanted me to learn how to do it too. So, I'm gonna step back. We're gonna do it. Zadingi lembu. You're gonna need a piece of material, a long one that you're gonna wrap around your hips. Let's go. So, I am naughty. Like my mother always had amalembu, like pieces of material that she could wrap around herself to add amachachacha and stuff that she could add to accentuate the movement of the hips. I, however, do not, because as much as like I say, my mommy taught me how to do this, my mommy, I'm very naughty. So what I want is for you to find a piece of material, a long one, that's long enough for you to wrap around your hips. So this is the difference. Most of the time you'd wrap the piece of material around your whole behind and accentuate that way, but this one, from all I've seen of the ladies, it's low riding, it's like low butt and mostly hips. So what we're gonna do is, it's a walking dance, and it's very much, as you can imagine, focused here. So even here we can do a little bit of shimmy. So in order for you to do a little bit of a shimmy to see how, if everything is going well, what you're going to do is plant your feet slightly wider than hip width distance apart, and then you're going to do like a running in place. Don't lift your feet off the ground. Make a move as if you're running in place, and that's going to give it like a nice good shimmy, and you can see yourself moving that way. Yeah? Stays intact? Fantastic. What you're going to do is, you are going to tilt and thrust your pelvis very rapidly in order for you to get the movement. I mean, in order for people to see the movement that you're doing. So, I'm going to ask you to put like a slight bend in your knees, just for comfort's sake. I think people who are much more experienced in doing this can do this standing straight up, but you don't want to hurt your lower back. What that's automatically going to do is it's going to drop. If you straighten up, you see your bum is thrust out. If you bend your knee slightly, it's going to drop your pelvis, which is fantastic, because what you're going to do is you're going to scoop it forward, tilt it back, forward, back. As if someone's flicking has their hands on your hips and is tilting and then releasing, tilting, releasing, tilt, release, tilt, release. This is very much an isolation movement, so you only move this part of your body. Don't move any other part. Now, we're going to use the bowl again. So if you visualize your pelvis as a bowl, and you're going to mentally hold the sides of the bowl, what you're going to do is you're going to tilt the bowl forward, tilt it back, tilt it forward, tilt it back, tilt it forward, boom, 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 3, 4. And I'm going to turn around so you can see it from the back. So what you're going to do is 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to tilt up, down, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the ladies I've seen and the gentlemen, the ladies and gentlemen that I've seen doing this can do that movement at a very rapid pace. And from what I can see, that is what the Tsakan is. It's the movement at that very rapid pace. It's very beautiful. I advise you to go check it out. And you're gonna do it. So down, up, tilt, 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 and then we go. That's literally it. So what you want to do is, when you do the movement, you want to make sure that your shoulders stay relaxed and no other part of your body is moving unless you specifically want it to move. What's impressive is having such great muscular control that you only move your pelvis. You're only moving your pelvis, nothing else. 5, 6, 7, 8. You go down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Here we go. So, shall we try it with the music? Yes, of course. 5, 6, 7. That is it. That is a little dance move, hopefully, that adds to your repertoire. Not even little. That's like a major thing to be able to do. If you can do that with your pelvis. Yo. Well done. Thank you so much for dancing with me this week, and take care of your heart. May the Lord bless you. May He keep you. May He make His face to shine on you and be gracious to you. May He turn His countenance towards you and give you peace. You understand? See you next week.